What are you doing there?
I'm drinking,
Why are you drinking?
so that I may forget.
Forget what?
Forget that I'm ashamed.
Ashamed of what?
Ashamed of drinking.
The grown-ups are certainly very, very odd.
3 and 2 make 5. 5 and 7 make 12. 12 and 3 make
Good
15.
morning. What are you doing?
During the 54 years that I inhabited this planet, I have been disturbed only 3 times. The first time was 22 years ago, when some ghosts fell from goodness knows where, and I made a mistake in my addition. The second time, 11 years ago, I was disturbed by an attack of rheumatism. I don't get enough exercise. I have no time for laughing. The third time, well, this is it.
What are you counting?
The little objects that you see in the sky. 12 and 3 make 15.
And what do you do with the stars?
What I do with them, I own them.
How come?
Well, they belong to me, because I was the first person to think of it. When you find a diamond that belongs to nobody, it's yours. When you discover an island that belongs to nobody, it's yours. When you get an idea before anyone else, you take out of patent on it. It's yours. So with me. I own the stars because nobody else before me ever thought of owning them.
Yes, that's true. And what do you do with them?
I administer them. I count in them and recount them. It's difficult, but I'm a man who's naturally interested in matters of consequence.
I myself found a flower. I used to water it every day. The grown-ups are really extraordinary. Good morning. Why have you just put out your lamp?
Those are the orders. Good morning.
What orders?
The orders are that I put out my lamp. Good evening.
But why have you just lit it again?
Those are the orders.
I don't understand.
There's nothing to understand. Orders are orders. Good morning. I followed a terrible profession in the old days. It was reasonable. I put the lamp out in the morning and the evening, light it again. I had the rest of the day for relaxation and the rest of the night for sleep.
And the other orders have been changed since that time?
The orders haven't been changed. That's the tragedy. From year to year the planet has turned more rapidly, and the orders haven't been changed.
Then what?
The planet now makes a complete turn every minute, so every minute I have to light my lamp and put it out.
That's very funny. A day lasts only 1 minute here where you live.
It's not funny at all. While we've been talking together, a month has been gone.
Your planet is so small that 3 strides will take you all the way around it. To be always in the sunshine, you need only to walk along slowly. When you want to rest, you walk and the day will last as long as you like.
That doesn't do me much good. The only thing I love in life is sleeping.
Then, you're unlucky. Good morning. I like this man. Maybe it's because he's the only one who's thinking of something else besides himself.
Oh look, here's an explorer. Where do you come from?
What's that big book? What's your occupation?
I am a geographer.
What's a geographer?
A geographer is a scholar who knows the location of the seas, rivers, towns, mountains, and deserts.
That's very interesting. Here, at last, is a man who has a real profession. Your planet is very beautiful. Has it any oceans?
I can tell you.
How about mountains?
I can tell you.
And towns, rivers, or deserts?
I can't tell you that either.
But you are a geographer.
Exactly. But I'm not an explorer. It's not a geographer who goes out to count the towns, the rivers, the mountains, the seas, the oceans, and the deserts. The geographer much too important for that stuff. He doesn't leave his desk, but he has his explorers of bringing information about the world.
Who can be an explorer?
A man of good moral character, someone trustworthy, an explorer who told lies would bring disaster on the books of the geographer. So would an explorer who drank too much.
Why is that?
Because drunk men see double. Then the geographer would not down to mountains in a place where there was only one.
On my planet, I have one flower.
We don't record flowers because they're ephemeral.
What does that mean, ephemeral?
Geographers write books that are concerned with matters of consequence. They never become old-fashioned. It's very rarely that a mountain changes its position. For example, we write of eternal things.
But what does that mean, ephemeral?
It means which is in danger of speedy disappearance.
My flower is ephemeral, and I've left her on my planet all alone. What place would you advise me to visit now?
The planet Earth. It has a good reputation.
Good morning. You all look like my flower. My flower told me that she was the only one of her kind in the entire universe, and here are 5,000 of you, all alike in one single garden. So it turns out all I ever had was just a common rose, and that doesn't make me a very great prince.
I'm a fox.
Come and play with me.
I can play with you. I'm not tame.
What does that mean, tame?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for friends. What does that mean, tame?
It means to establish ties.
To establish ties?
Just that. To you, I'm nothing more than a fox like 100,000 other foxes. But if you tame me, then we'll need each other. To you, I'll be unique in the entire world.
I'm beginning to understand. There's a flower. I think that she's tamed me.
Please, tame me.
I want to, very much, but I haven't got much time. I have friends to discover, and a great many things to understand.
One only understands the things that one thinks. Men buy things already the men in shops, but there's no shop where you can buy friendships, and some men have no friendship anymore. If you want a friend, tame me.
What must I do to tame you?
You must be very patient. First, you'll sit down a little distance from me, like that, in the grass. I look at you and you say nothing. Words are the source misunderstanding, but you'll sit a little closer to me every day.
I think we're friends already, but now it's time for me to go.
Can you stay a little longer? If you go, I cry.
It's your own fault. I never wished you any sort of harm. You wanted me to tame you.
Yes, that is so. Before you go, I want to tell you a secret. It's only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential, invisible to the eye.
What is essential is invisible to the eye.
It's the time you've wasted for your rose that makes your rose so important.
It's the time I've wasted for my rose.
Men have forgotten this truth, but you must forget it. You become responsible forever for what you tame. You are responsible for your rose.
I'm responsible for my rose. You are not at all like my rose. No one has tamed you, and you've tamed no one. You're like my fox when I first knew him. He was only a fox like 100,000 other foxes, but I made him my friend, and now he's unique in the entire world. You're beautiful, but you are empty. As for my rose, she's the one I water. She is the one that I put under the glass globe. It's for her that I killed the caterpillars, except the 2 or 3 that we saved to become butterflies. I've listened to her when she grumbled or boosted, or even sometimes when she said nothing. She is my rose.
Good evening. What brought you here?
Where are men? It's a little lonely in the desert.
It's only lonely among men.
You are a funny animal. You are not thicker than a finger.
But I'm more powerful than the finger of the king.
You are not very powerful. You don't have even any feet. You can't even travel.
I can carry you farther than any ship could take you. However I touch, I send them back to the place they came from. I can help you someday if you too homesick from your own planet.
Oh, I understand very well, but why do you always speak in riddle?
I sound them all.